Hello, welcome. Very exciting. They've got a NIO ET7 in the showroom. We're going to see what it's like on the outside. We can't get on the inside. It's not quite production ready, so we're going to check out what it's like just now on the inside of the shop. So let's go. So we're here at the NIO store and we're getting our first preview of the ET7. Just want to look around before I review this properly for fully charged, so just to get familiar with what it actually looks like and how different it is from the pre-production model I saw a while ago. And as you can see, it's stunning. Look at that very sharp looking car. We can have a look around the rest of the car. We can't actually get in at this point. So this car starts at 448,000 RMB, goes up to about 520 or 30,000 RMB. There's not a lot of details about the car at the moment. We get a little closer look at some of the features of the car right now. So if you look at the front end of this car, it carries over the same design language from the other models such as the ES6, ES8, but it kind of makes it a little bit more grown up. Now this is quite a large car, as you can see. But the most important feature is these down here, which is part of their system, and the LiDAR on the roof, which is still there. They still kept the horns, which is very interesting. But it's a very striking looking car, as you can see. Has a lot of presence, looks quite aggressive, and this is going to be a direct competitor of the Tesla Model S. And I think it's going to do fabulously well. But look at the size of that bonnet, it's quite large actually. Might not look it in the video, but I mean that's big. Those are 20-inch wheels, they look quite small, which is very interesting. And it's still got the camera on the side over here, where the indicator is, again, part of that system. Now, what is behind here is 2 electric motors. That's all-wheel drive, 644 horsepower. That is mega. That drives this from 0 to 60 in about 3.9 seconds. Very, very quick for something which I imagine is going to be very heavy with that 150 kilowatt-hour battery. Now, as you can see behind me, we did do a video on this on Fully Charged Show, which showed the pre-production model, which was basically made with twigs and spit. This is the production version. It looks almost exactly the same. I can't really tell any differences. There might be some minor differences in, say, the bumpers or small details, but it does look almost exactly the same, and it looks the same on the interior as well. Don't have any specs on the boot space, but it's quite different back end from the ES8 and the ES6. It's got very different lights. So this is kind of a new design direction that I think they're going in, and I think it looks really good. As you can see here, these are the 20-inch wheels. It doesn't have any special brakes on it. There might be a performance version which has like Brembo brakes or something, but these ones say NIO on them. So as you can see, the red brake caliper, which is very sporty, and that's about it. I think these are probably the smallest wheel size. I imagine they'll go a bit higher. There's still space around here to actually fit a bigger wheel. And as you can see just on the side here, you've got your camera, so that helps you, and you've got another camera up here on your wing mirror. Look how sharp that looks, like a razor blade cutting through the air. I suppose that really helps with the drag coefficient. Another thing I'd like to quickly comment on is the panel gaps. People are obsessed with panel gaps. These are, look at that, it's very little panel gap, very consistent. I mean, why people worry about that I don't really know, but you don't have to worry about it with the ET7 clearly. Now we can't actually get in this car, but we can see the interior through the window. This has a 1,000-watt stereo speaker system. I think it's got 23 speakers scattered throughout the car, so it's going to be very luxurious, and you probably sound like you're in a concert hall when you're inside. I know that they really focus on luxury and the quality of these cars, and this is going to be absolutely no exception. I'm not such a fan of this interior. It's brown. I'm not a fan of brown interiors. It's like a light brown though, which is quite nice. I imagine it's going to be some eco material. It could be leather. I don't think it will be eco material. Now they've gone really minimal. There's 2 screens, 1, 2, and these are very crisp, very small, and that's it. They've got the classic knob at the bottom to change your drive modes, but that's about it. And you can just about see There is Normie. He's hiding away, so he's definitely going to continue to be a feature on these cars. Now the back seats also look very comfortable. This is going to be for people who want to be ferried around, driven around in their cars, and have a lot of luxury. I think on this car it's an evolution, not a revolution on the interior. Seats have got this perforated pattern. I'm sure that's for the air conditioning blowing up your backside, which would be quite nice. You can just about see the back seats. It looks very spacious in there, a lot of back room. This seat in the front here looks like it's going to recline, and it's got this really crisp looking dashboard with this kind of wood effect. They've got that kind of special material, that Alcantara on the door frame, which makes it feel very luxurious. And that is a very big looking cabin, as you can see. I'll say hello Normie, he's over there as well. Like you said, they've kept it quite familiar to probably ES6 and ES8 drivers, but it's kind of a step up in refinement and what they're actually doing. And just look at how sharp this looks. It's really silky smooth. I remember the designer talking about kind of this back end over here and how they've really spent a lot of time developing that, many iterations. And they have kept the horns up here on the roof. They've kept those. I quite like that. It's a really unique feature. No need to shy away that this is LiDAR. I think it's got about 33 sensors and radars on it, which is quite a lot, and it's part of their Aquila kind of driving system. Very impressive, and I'm glad they've actually kept that. It's quite a unique feature. It makes it stand out. And I think on the roof, in fact, there's a mirror up here. Let me point the camera up. That is a glass roof, I think, helping with sunlight in the cabin. Oh, it's quite a good view up there. As you can see, there's the rest of the car. So I hope you've enjoyed that walk around of the ET7. We'll get to drive the full production finished version probably in about a month's time for the fully charged show. I just want to get a feel for the car, see what it was like, so I can prepare what I'm going to say for the actual car. I don't know what it's going to drive like yet, but this is going to really be impactful on the market.